Yo, that prince just got his shit pushed in. Like, my god, dude, he got fucking wrecked. Yo, Kuri just comes in and fucking, dude, that right there was like the best moment of the episode. Like, this episode was fucking amazing, but damn. That scene, when you just see this prince that has it coming to him for being a fucking asshole and a rapist, gets his fucking face knocked in, dude. Oh my fucking god. Oh! That was funny as fuck, man. I was laughing my ass off and I was just cheering just to see him get his fucking ass kicked. And when you just see his face all abused and fucked up, I'm like, yes! That's what I like to see. That's what that fucking bastard deserves. So, I gotta say, this episode of Gate, I'm going to go on a limb here to say that this is probably the best episode of Gate in general. Like, one of the best. I'm talking about Season 1 and Season 2. This is probably one of the best. For one, we get to see another side to Japan. For instance, Japan froze off their kind card, and they're like, fuck you, you took in prisoners, and we are going to fuck you so hard to where you don't want to mess with us anymore. And that's pretty much what happened in this damn episode. You saw these people get fucking wrecked. They were destroyed like nothing. Like, when that army popped up, like the guards and shit, they had the shields up, forming formation, you had their fucking pikes or spears or whatever, and they're like, get in line, and you just have one person with a fucking gun, and they just shoot for the entire armor, their fucking shields and everything, they just drop. That's GG. Like, you know how scared you must be if someone could do that? Like, one person can wipe your entire guard out like nothing like that and go through their armor. You're useless. Like, you can't do shit to someone like that. So, that right there, fucking awesome. I just love to see how the action was displayed in this episode because of how it's a different side to Gate that we have not seen from previous episodes, for instance, Season 1. Now, we have seen some action here and there throughout Season 1, but not to this extent when it comes to the brutality that we are seeing. And speaking of brutality, I want to point out that for some reason, it seems like Season 2 is a lot more brutal compared to Season 1. Like, I've noticed that there's a lot more blood, to violence, to some, you know, sexual-related content, especially with the, like, rape scene with last week's episode, to the scene we saw in this episode of finding out what happened to Nordica or whatever. She was getting, you know, pretty much enslaved, and she was getting raped by the prince. I mean, this is very graphic content. I'm really surprised it's being shown, or at the very least being displayed in this series. It's definitely a different type of atmosphere than the first season displayed. But I mean, I'm not really complaining because, I mean, I'm actually really loving Gate right now. It's getting really enjoyable. I enjoyed it in the first season, but Season 2, man, I'm glad to see this series back. It's really enjoyable to watch. So, to get into some of the details here, this episode of Gate, the bunny girl, I wonder what her angle is, because it's very, very, very odd, because from what we saw in the last week's episode, if I'm correct, the girl we saw getting raped behind the curtain that looked like a bunny girl, it looked like the exact same girl that was talking to the asshole, the prince dude. It looks like the exact same person, and if so, like, is she fine with being a slave? And because last week's episode, I felt very bad. Is it the same person? I felt so bad for that girl. And then I see this bunny girl that looks exactly like her. It's probably the same person, and she's all for the prince, like trying to help him out and stuff. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? So, I'm very confused. I'm very, very, very confused about that overall scene and what that really means. I wonder exactly what's going on with that, because that needs a little bit more, you know, explaining, but I guess I'll say that for now, because we don't really have any information to really go on. So, apparently, a lot of Japanese got kidnapped. And Japan just found out about that, which means pretty much war. Or a kind of, if you fuck with us anymore, we're going to destroy everything. That's kind of what Japan said to, you know, this other world's politics and stuff. You fuck with us, you're done. You're fucking dead. Because after seeing the treatment of the girl that was enslaved and then finding out that, you know, there's other slaves that have already died or been in prison and shit, it's pretty damn sad. Because, I mean, that one girl now, she's lost another person that was enslaved, and she knew that was dragged into this world, but now she's also lost her parents. So her, like, entire family is dead as well, which is very sad, because, I mean, that's fucked up. I mean, if you were enslaved, kidnapped, and then you were raped by people, or a prince, you didn't want to, and then you finally get saved, but then you find out your parents are dead, and they were trying to save you when you were kidnapped, that'd probably make you depressed as fuck. Yeah, oh god, I can't imagine how depressed you'd be. And so I feel really bad for her right now, because she's lost pretty much everything. I mean, she has. So I wonder exactly what type of character she's going to become in the series. Like, is she going to be a reoccurring character? Is she going to be a character that's just going to fall off the face of the series? I mean, I'm very curious about that, because I wonder what type of potential she has. And with finding out that most likely her parents are dead, or, you know, her entire family is dead, she's probably going to want revenge. I could see something like that happening. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where the story goes when it comes to that. Now, overall, this episode of Gate, very enjoyable. Had a lot of fun watching it. A lot of entertainment value. It really depends, though, what you find entertaining. But Gate, hell of a lot better than the first season. Like, just in terms of entertainment, hell of fun. Like, it's a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.